Welcome back to We Are City channel for our grand finale of Season 3. 3 games in today's episode and 1 simulation. Starting off with the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace at Wembley Stadium before playing Chelsea at home, simulating an away game to West Ham United, and then facing Villarreal. They beat Bayern Munich in the semi-final, Villarreal in the Champions League final. 4 big games for 4 trophies, of course. 1 trophy already won. One on the line straight away in this episode, and the main one at the end of it. So we have just played a Premier League game against Arsenal at the end of the last episode, which means a bit of a tired side, so we have had to rotate it quite a bit. Ortega starts and goal. It's Lewis, Stones, Guardiola and Ake in the back 4. Calvin Phillips the captain with Frankie de Jong in the midfield 2. Palmer in front with Kaiki on the right. Diaby on the left and Alvarez through the middle. We've got on the bench Haaland, Olmo, De Bruyne, Rodri, Akanji, Wilson, Esbran and Magnan looking to lead us to the FA Cup trophy. Now, Joao Cancelo did pick up an injury at the end of the last episode. He's only going to be out for 5 days, but don't worry. He will be back for the Champions League final. So Wembley Stadium is ready. Manchester City versus Crystal Palace. Palace beating, was it Chelsea or Spurs in the semi-final to get to this final here to face us. We're already champions of winners of 1 trophy. Can we win our 2nd trophy in England this season? Led out by the referee. Captains John Stones today and Nacho Fernandez. It was Chelsea they beat 2-1. We beat Newcastle 3-0 in the semi-final. And face each other today in the Emirates FA Cup final. Player to watch is Orellana. 3 goals in his last 3 games to Crystal Palace, their number 10. Well, the players shake hands with the referee as they're ready for a big game. Palace have done so well to get to this stage, haven't they? On the bench, Pavlenka, Ferguson, Rudevald, Ayew, Hughes, Street and Hoyer. It is Jack Butland starting in goal. Roberto Rojas, Anderson, Richards and Nacho Fernandez, the captain at left back. Fofana, Tapia and Simon in the midfield 3. Nicholas Jackson up top. Orellana, Plazana on the left. The winger here, he's got the better recall. He's 2 or 3 times. Stones steps in. Foul in the box by Captain Stones. Penalty Crystal Palace. Stupid by Stones. Caught out. A late little foot on the number 7. And Ortega will be called upon here against Nicholas Jackson. And Jackson, his penalty is saved by the brilliant Stefan Ortega. Well, second choice keeper now, Ortega, after the arrival of Mike Magnan. Here is Diaby. Cole Palmer on the right foot. Got a shot off, blocked away instantly. Slowly becoming a real essential player of this Manchester City machine. Frankie de Jong. Back into Palmer. Kaiki, good touch. Kaiki onto the left foot. Fofana gets back. Makes a good challenge. Nicholas Jackson wide to Plazon, who won the penalty. Possession. Lewis again. Palmer onto that left foot. Good save by Butland. Cole Palmer. A bit late in the pass, is he, Palmer? No, Diaby's on. Great touch by Diaby. Palmer arriving. Took a difficult touch there. Why did hit it first time? Phillips. Kaiki. Disrespectful from Guardiola to rest those players. He sort of needed a rest. Kaiki. Great skill. Into Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer! Another goal for Palmer. And this time in an FA Cup final. Well, he's found his goal scoring form. Well, it was funny because we said about Palmer and Kaiki both coming through. We said Palmer's a little bit more of a link-up man. And he hasn't quite got the prolificness in front of goal or stats-wise as Kaiki. But he's finding that now, isn't he, Palmer, in his game? And it's Kaiki with a little body feint, plays in Cole Palmer. And he finishes at that bottom corner past Jack Butland. Manchester City lead the FA Cup final. And a goal from one of their own. Cole Palmer through the youth system. De Jong. Nice pass, but not where I probably wanted it. Olmo tries to test the goalkeeper, Butland. Got that very easily. Olmo. There's Brand. Lovely cross to Diaby. Nice save by Butland. Falling behind Esbrand here. Good recovery from Esbrand. Rojas. Oh, chance for Palace here. Guardiola, what a challenge. What a challenge from Joshua Guardiola. There's Brand. Good skill. The byline. Oh, can't win a corner. Unlucky. De Jong through the back of a Palace player to Pia. But that is full time. Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 0. A Cole Palmer goal means City are on for the domestic treble still. Oh, not domestic treble, on for the treble. The actual treble. Look at the celebration from Nathan Ake. Premier League winners. We're now FA Cup winners. And I feel harsh on Palace. They give it a good go. That penalty miss cost them really, because we couldn't get the second goal. Champions League winners is coming up soon, possibly. Great win. Guardiola celebrations here with Josh Wilson as Brand. Pep Guardiola's built a wonderful side that I've said plenty of times throughout these episodes. I don't want to change this side very much going into next season. I want to keep tactically the same if I can. It's obviously depending on the players. I mean, if we were to lose Erling Haaland, for example, we couldn't play the same way. We do play a certain way that suits Erling Haaland. We'd have to change things without Erling Haaland. I hope he doesn't decide after winning every trophy that he wants to go and move to Real Madrid, but you just never know, do you? But for now, enjoy this moment, because Manchester City are FA Cup winners. What a result, and lifted by captain Kevin De Bruyne. So obviously, top of the table on 89 points. 6 points from our next 2 games would make us the record breakers for number of points in a Premier League season. And we face Chelsea today, and then West Ham away. Hopefully, 3 points against Chelsea here keeps it well alive. A draw, and then a draw against West Ham mean we only hit the 100-point mark. I want the 3 points. I want to be clear Premier League winners and record breakers. This is side for Chelsea today, still building up Guardiola's sharpness. So Mayan starts in goal. It's Cancelo, Akanji, Guardiola and Sosa the back 4. Rodri and Frankie de Jong in the midfield 2 with captain Kevin De Bruyne in front. Olmo on the left, Diaby on the right, and Erling Haaland through the middle on the bench. Alvarez, Palmer, Szoboszlai, Phillips, Diaz, Ake and Ortega. No Foden or Grealish still injured. Kaiki's only out for 5 days, but he's out. Stones was a bit of a shaky player, wasn't he? Give away a penalty in that game, so he misses out, and so is Lewis and Josh Wilson as Brand. So final home game of the season for Manchester City. Record breakers, possibly. Already won the Premier League title, but can we win it with a record amount of points? That is the idea. That is the plan for Pep's side. And it would mean we needed 3 points here today, really, to really break the record in a way which no one else is ever going to get there. It's Chelsea then. Edouard Mendy in goal. Dujon Sterling, captain Thiago Silva, Christensen, Cucurella and Ben Chilwell the back 5. Kai Havertz and Jorginho on the midfield 2. With Mason Mount, Romelu Lukaku and Raheem Sterling the front 3. On the bench, Yasin Bunu, De Ligt, Pulisic, Isak, Maatsen, Gnabry and Zapata. Very, very strong Chelsea starting 11 and squad overall. Jorginho. Giving away to Rodri. De Bruyne. Into Haaland. Haaland! Haaland again over Edouard Mendy and then taps it in. There is a real ruckus going on from whatever that is in the stands. Is someone shooting out a rocket or something? 1-0 City, goal from Erling Haaland. De Bruyne, great pass through. Lifts it over Mendy and drops it onto his head. And Haaland gives us a 1-0 lead here. Goal number 26 this season in 22 games for Erling Haaland. Went to Lukaku, would be good, but Guardiola is across. Guardiola sold himself a little bit there. Lukaku! Good save by Maignan. Chilwell. Jorginho. From Rodri. Ball into Raheem Sterling here. He's onside, Raheem Sterling, and Joao Cancelo, great defending. Chilwell the cross into Kai Havertz, and Borna Sosa down. All in. Olmo easily dealt with. Guardiola. De Bruyne. And off comes Diaby. Against Thiago Silva. Diaby! Oh, good save by Edouard Mendy. Good job, they got a good keeper. Haaland in there. Cleared away. Frankie de Jong. Cancelo! Oh, good save by Mendy again. Here's Diaby. Oh, Cucurella. Consentia, got a bit of pace about you. Oh, Haaland nearly. Mendy away. How did Chelsea get away with that again? That is half time. City 0, Chelsea 1. Or City 1, Chelsea 0. We are in front. It doesn't feel like we are in a sense. I feel like we've had lots of chances and not scored, and Chelsea have scored against us, but they haven't done. Odd game, really, so far. Sosa. Bruyne. Sosa. De Bruyne. Diaby at the far post. Cucurella away. Rodri well won ahead of Lukaku. Sterling looks to turn on it. Cancelo won't let him. Cucurella, terrible pass. Olmo nicks it. Dani Olmo! 2-0 City. Mark Cucurella with a mistake. And Dani Olmo double City's lead. It's been coming for a long time. Terrible pass by Cucurella. And Dani Olmo into the back of the net he goes with his shot. Outside the boot, finished by Olmo. Brilliant finish by the Spaniard. City 2, Chelsea 0. 64 minutes gone here. Chelsea know that is game over probably now. Scores in the league. Never looked like scoring. De Bruyne. Through to Olmo again. Olmo! Oh, saved by Mendy. Just. We'll give it back to Olmo. Olmo! Oh, just wide the post by Olmo. Great ball into Jorginho. Lukaku goes to Havertz. Like a brilliant goal by Chelsea. Congratulations, Chelsea. That is fantastic football. Fantastic football. Drag Mike Maignan all over the place there. Very nice goal by Chelsea to make it 2-1. Chelsea weren't sure how to deal with that. Instead, they give it straight back to Haaland. Sosa. Sterling, they get bodies back, Chelsea. It's certain they do that. Young can't stop it. Runners now, Chelsea. Two up this far side. Here's Ben Chilwell. Wait for Cancelo. Cross in! Oh, what a save by Maignan. Offside against Mason Mount. What a save by Mike Maignan. Well, that's when you get him saving you the points. Keeps us in with 3 points, Maignan there. One last chance, perhaps. Angie away. And that is full time. City do win 2-1. That means we have hit the 100-point mark. We've beaten the 100-point mark. We have broken the Premier League points record with 101 points. Brilliant performance. Chelsea will feel unhappy in the end. Cucurella, I think, is very unhappy because he did give the ball away for us to score the winning goal. City 2, Chelsea 1. And our final game of the Premier League season ended in a 2-0 win. Joao Cancelo and Rodri on the score sheet. Another clean sheet for Maignan. And Manchester City finished the table, I think, with 104 points. We'll have to check that out. There is the Premier League table. Record breakers Manchester City, 104 points in the Premier League. We won 34 games, drew 2 and lost only 2. 113 goals scored, 28 only conceded. A plus 85 goal difference. The nearest goal difference to us was a plus 30 from Liverpool in second place with 80 points, 24 points away from us. Unbelievable season. Arsenal down in 7th. United did get Champions League with Spurs and Liverpool. And relegated was Brentford, Watford and Norwich. I said Norwich would go down. In the end, they did go down. They didn't look like they were going to, but they did go down. Let's have a look at the top scorers and so on in the competition. The top goal scorer in the Premier League was Erling Haaland with 26 in 23 games. Not a massive amount, but he scored more goals than he played games. Second was Luis Diaz, third Daka, and fourth Sterling. Sterling didn't do so well. So they had Diaby in there for us with 14 and Kaiki in there with us for 13. Kevin De Bruyne got 22 assists in the Premier League, top of that role. In 33 games, Harry Kane second with 15. Diaby not far off on 13 and Grealish with 9. De Jong and Alvarez also got themselves 7 down there. And top in the clean sheets, 9 more than anyone else was Mike Maignan. In 38 appearances, made every Premier League game. He got 19 clean sheets. What a record for Mike Maignan. You know what time it is now? Before we go through all the player stats, it's Champions League final time.
Thanks, guys. We're going to get started with the questions.
So press conference time for Pep Guardiola because it is Champions League final time. Historic day for the club. His team has already won the Premier League. The Emirates FA Cup victory could mean the treble. To Pep Guardiola, it's just another game. He says that after a great win against West Ham United, the supporters are expecting more of the same against Villarreal. Plan to make any changes to the team? We'll play our football. That's exactly what we'll do. We'll just play the way we always have done throughout the season, which has got us so much success. And then finally, on paper, Villarreal look the team with less technical quality in their ranks. Do you think they may try and compensate that we turn the game into a physical battle? I think they could do, but the Lambs will handle themselves, won't they? We are strong, we are physical, and we are looking to win our second Premier League title, our second Champions League title in 3 years.
And that's all we have time for.
Well, this is time we go with for the Champions League final. Maignan starts in goal. It's Cancelo, Diaz, Guardiola and Bernardo Sosa, the back four. Guardiola in there despite not being fully sharp. We've got Calvin Phillips and Rodri holding the midfield too. It works so well against Paris Saint-Germain. We're going to keep with it again. Captain De Bruyne in front with the RB on the right. Olmo on the left today. And Erling Haaland through the middle on the bench. We've got Alvarez, unfit Jack Gray, Szoboszlai, De Jong, Stones, Ake, and Ortega, meaning that Joe Hart, Kieran Slicker, Rico Lewis, a not sharp Phil Foden, Kaiki, Palmer, Kanji, Wilson Esbrand, and Gomez miss out the squad. Obviously, I'd like to get Kaiki in there because he's got a goal in, but so is Julian Alvarez, and these are the strongest team. We've got to put, everyone's fully fit pretty much bar Phil Foden. That's the only one where I would have put Foden perhaps in the side for Danny Olmo. But I'm confident this side, Phillips and Rodri will combine well together. Let's go and win a European trophy. So there is a big tifo banner of Rodri, who's been a mainstay in this City side this season in the midfield. Today he partners Calvin Phillips, no Frankie de Jong in the City side. Guardiola does change in the final, I think rightfully so. They ran out by their captain, Cuenca, and our captain, Kevin De Bruyne. And look who is the main man as goalkeeper for Villarreal, the man we sold for over 100 million in the summer. It's Edison, and that is the trophy England and Spain will go head-to-head for. Big trophy. Mateus Cunha up top. They've got Malero in that side. A really, really impressive Villarreal side. You can see why they've beat Bayern Munich and beat many big sides on the way to the final here. But I'm not intentionally going to let them have any chance in this game. A 5 or 6-0 win is what we'll be going for to completely destroy the Spanish side. There is our Manchester City side in the Champions League final. Calvin Phillips playing in the Champions League final. I mean, he's played in a Euro final, hasn't he? And he is playing, starting in this Champions League final for Manchester City. There is the Villarreal side. Yeremy Pino, no longer a Villarreal player, I don't think. They've got Thomas Partey there, Edison. Let's have a look at the side. For Unai Emery, who's still in charge. Fran Garcia, Kim Min-jae there as well in this side. On the bench, Rui, Sandro, Piaka, Mojica, Cody Morales and Milan. It's Edison in goal, Maricic, Cuenca, Kim Min-jae and Garcia the back four. Partey and Benacer partner with Malero and Boadai on the wings. Adeyemi partners Mateus Cunha up top. What a side that is that Villarreal have built over the past 3 seasons. Back to Rodri. Back out to Sosa, De Bruyne. Olmo, Sosa. Sosa into Haaland. Can't find him. Rodri well played. That's exactly what I see from our midfielders. Olmo. Sosa again. Diaby in there. Cleared away again by Villarreal. Phillips working hard to win that. Sosa. De Bruyne. Back out to Cancelo. Phillips. Olmo. Great pass to Sosa. Diaby with a chance here. And City take the lead in the Champions League final. 1-0 within 7 minutes. Great football from us. That's a wonderful pass from Danny Olmo. We've said many a time the quality of pass Olmo has is a real asset to his game. This one here. In behind to Sosa. Pulls it back to Diaby. He's going to tap him. Moussa Diaby with another goal in the Champions League. 9 in 9 in the Champions League for Moussa Diaby. City 1, Villarreal 0. Well, Edison couldn't stop us there, could he? His former side. But he never really played Moussa Diaby. Train with him. Around the corner from Diaz. Sosa's going to watch that passing behind. He hasn't done. Chance here. Diaz, and mistake by the winger. Luckily for us. Working our way through. Trying hard to. Olmo. Sosa. Back to Olmo. This will be some goal. Diaby. Haaland! Oh, blocked away by the goal. The defender. Defending the goalkeeper. It's Malero with that nasty challenge on De Bruyne. Corner ball. Guardiola in there. Oh, I thought he was going to fall to the boot with Danny Olmo there. Phillips dives in. Yeah, very swift on the counter, Villarreal. I have to give them that. This is fantastic play, Malero. Fran Garcia. And a good block by Diaz behind for a corner. Oh, look, from our corner, they've worked it all the way into their half to attack, or their attacking half, anyway, our half. Nearly got something from it, Olmo away. Calvin Phillips. Phillips sometimes, route one is the best option. Haaland is dropped by Kim Min-jae, referee. Didn't look tidy at all. But it's half-time in the Champions League final. 1-0 we do lead against the Spanish side, Villarreal. I wonder if they're champions, by the way, in Spain. We'll have a look anyway. A little round up at the end of the season. Sosa, probably the shakiest player in the field for us at the moment. A free kick. Well, he's the danger man, isn't he, Malero? That's clear as anything. Spaniard's been brilliant. Maignan comes to this one, doesn't get there, but we get it away. Phillips. Diaby. Oh, Diaby's got there. He's nicked it. Moussa Diaby. Diaby! Oh, Edison doesn't even move. 2-0 Manchester City. Diaby double in the Champions League final. That is terrible goalkeeping by Edison. That's why we got rid of him. It's so close to Edison and he never at one point decided to try and get the ball off us. I don't know why. 58th and 8th minute goal for Diaby is Manchester City. We're 2-0 in the Champions League final, and I think Villarreal can sense it's slipping away for them now. And a wide pass to Erling Haaland. Haaland. Grealish. Rodri. Diaby. Cancelo. In towards Haaland is the far post here. Off the post by Haaland. I think it was defended as well. Corner. Cross in. Guardiola down. Guardiola behind. Rodri up, Rodri down. Haaland. Frenkie. Grealish. Haaland. Here's Borna Sosa. De Bruyne. Haaland for a Champions League final goal and off the post by Erling Haaland. The substitutions might not even get on here. Cancelo, good interception. De Bruyne. Diaby. Grealish. Haaland took a step back. Grealish. Grealish! Oh, nearly beats Edison at the near post. The substitutions will come on me. Erling Haaland will not get a Champions League final goal. But he's going to win another Champions League trophy. 2 in 3 years at Manchester City for him. Frenkie de Jong. For an absolute wonder strike into the hands of Edison. Full time is 2-0. Edison's Villarreal are not enough to beat Manchester City's former club. And what a win that was. Look what it means to the players. European champions. Well, Moussa Diaby, who joined the club after City had won the Champions League, the same Josh Guardiola, they joined thinking they were going to win another one, and it didn't happen, did it, straight away? But 1 year after and one poor season afterwards where we only won the Premier League title, what a poor season that was in the end. Really, it's not, is it? We've gone and won the treble now. Champions League, FA Cup and Premier League for Manchester City. And the players are ready to go and lift the trophy. Mike Maignan steps up. Here is Jack Grealish to step up as well. Julian Alvarez, Moussa Diaby, and the man at the back behind Joao Cancelo is the captain. So some of these players, Jack Grealish has won what? 4 Premier League trophies in 4 years at Manchester City, 2 Champions League trophies. 100 million well spent if you ask me. Manchester City are, for the second time in this career mode, champions of Europe. Massive Champions League win. 1 win over Leipzig in the final, now against Villarreal. And boy, do we deserve it after the season we've just had. Incredible from Manchester City this season. Absolutely incredible season. So let's have a look at the standings at the end of the season. We were Premier League winners with 104 points. 24 points clear of any team near to us. We were Community Shield winners, a 1-0 win over Chelsea. We were Emirates FA Cup winners, a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. Carabao Cup, we were eliminated in the semi-final. West Ham went on to win the final after beating us in the semi-final. The UEFA Super Cup, we weren't part of that. United won that 3-2 against Arsenal. They won the Champions League last year, Manchester United. Champions League winners were us, 2-0 over Villarreal. And Europa League winners were Real Madrid, 2-0 over AS Monaco. Real Madrid must have had a very bad group stage. Some of the big leagues around the world, it looks like. In the Championship, Brighton are coming up with Crystal Palace. They're definitely coming up. Winners of the Liga was AS Monaco, not Paris Saint-Germain. Winners of the Bundesliga were Bayern Munich. They beat out Wolfsburg to the top spot. Winners of Serie A were Inter Milan with Milan and Roma in 3rd, Juventus in 4th, Napoli in 5th. The Eredivisie, Ajax or PSV, it was Ajax, Feyenoord and PSV on 80 points as well. The league won just by 1 point there. In Portugal, it was Benfica top of the table by 1 point. Their league was won, not like the Premier League, which has become the Farmers' League, thanks to us. And La Liga won by Barcelona. Champions League finalist Villarreal finish 4th in their division. The Premier League top goal scorer was Erling Haaland, 26 goals in 23 appearances. Second to him was Luis Diaz of Liverpool with 22. Daka in 3rd with 21 and Chelsea's Raheem Sterling with 20. Top assist was Kevin De Bruyne, 22 assists in 33 matches. Harry Kane 2nd with 15. And top in clean sheets was Manchester City's Mike Maignan, 19 in 38. That is 9 better than Liverpool's 2nd placed Alisson. And here are the player stats to end the season. Our most used players this season so far to the end of the season in Season 3 were Olmo, Kevin De Bruyne, Mike Maignan and Julian Alvarez. Our top goal scorer was Haaland with 35 in 34. Diaby got 27 goals this season. Alvarez 24, Kariuki 19, who's our top 4th goal scorer. De Bruyne 18, Foden 13, Palmer got 11 actually, Grealish 10, Szoboszlai 6, De Jong 6, Olmo 4, Cancelo 2, Diaz 2, Phillips 2, Guardiola 1, Sosa got 1, Rodri even got himself 1, Ake, Lewis, Esbrand as well. The most assists this season with Kevin De Bruyne with 27 in 51 appearances. Diaby got 18. Look at that. Diaby 18 assists, 27 goals in 47 appearances. Wow, De Bruyne is just the other way round. Sosa 14 assists from fullback. Cancelo 12 assists from fullback. Alvarez 12. Grealish 12. De Jong 9. 10. Foden 9. Haaland got 7. Almost 7. Szoboszlai 6. I mean, Haaland only played 34 games, less than Dominic Szoboszlai because of that injury, I think. Lewis got 5. Rodri 4. Kariuki 4. Palmer 3. Gomez 2. Guardiola 1. Phillips 1 and so on. And topping clean sheets within the team was Mike Maignan. 23 clean sheets for the man this season. Well, I think Ortega got about 8 in 51 last season. Magnan's got 23. He certainly has transformed this Manchester City defence. What a season we've had. It's been fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. Season 4 is coming, of course, very soon. With Guardiola still in charge, with De Bruyne staying 1 more year. We'll see you guys next time. Please do subscribe to the channel. Do like the video if you enjoyed it. I can't wait for Season 4.